Friendship is often thought of as a uniquely human experience, something rooted in shared laughter, mutual understanding, and companionship. Yet, if you spend time observing the animal kingdom, you quickly discover that the bonds between creatures can be just as rich and surprising as our own. Some animals forge relationships that seem straight out of a fairy tale, crossing boundaries of size, habitat, and even species rivalry. From towering elephants to tiny mice, these stories prove that love and loyalty aren't limited to humans. Here are some of the most extraordinary and unexpected animal friendships that will leave you smiling and maybe rethinking what it means to be a friend. Number 10. Bubbles the elephant and Bella the Labrador. When Bubbles, an African elephant, was rescued from ivory poachers in Africa, her life was forever changed. She was relocated to a wildlife safari park in the United States, safe from harm, but far from home. That's where she met Bella, a black Labrador with an adventurous spirit. Despite their massive differences, Bubbles weighs several tons and stands nearly 3 meters tall. While Bella is a fraction of her size, the two formed an inseparable bond. Visitors have seen Bella splashing in the water while Bubbles gently lifts her with her trunk. After the trauma of her past, Bubbles finally found comfort and companionship in her new canine friend, proving that healing sometimes comes in the form of an unexpected buddy. Number 9. Bia the giraffe and Wilma the ostrich. At Busch Gardens in the US, a sprawling 65-acre habitat is home to many exotic animals. Among them are Bia, a young giraffe, and Wilma, a 10-year-old ostrich. Normally, giraffes can intimidate ostriches, but these two defied the odds. Instead of keeping their distance, Bia and Wilma became inseparable. The gentle giraffe often uses her long tongue to playfully explore her surroundings, including Wilma, and the ostrich seems perfectly content with the attention. Despite having plenty of space to roam separately, the pair chooses to spend their days together. Their companionship reminds us that real friendship isn't about appearances, it's about comfort and connection. Number 8. Tinny the dog and Sniffer the fox. In the forests of Norway, an ordinary walk turned into something extraordinary. Tinny, a domestic dog, was exploring with his owner, photographer Torgeir Berg, when they came across a wild fox. Rather than fleeing or showing aggression, the fox, soon named Sniffer, approached with curiosity. From that moment, Tinny and Sniffer became unlikely playmates. Berg began documenting their adventures, capturing images of the two running, nuzzling, and enjoying each other's company. The friendship even inspired Berg to advocate against fox hunting, showing his community that these often misunderstood creatures can be gentle and affectionate. It's a reminder that wild animals aren't always as distant or dangerous as we assume. Number 7. Mabel the chicken and a litter of puppies. When a little hen named Mabel injured her foot, her human family brought her inside to recover. Nights were especially chilly for her, so they placed her basket near a group of young puppies to keep her warm. What no one expected was how quickly Mabel would embrace her role as the puppy's adoptive mother. Mabel began roosting over the pups as though they were her own chicks, keeping them warm and cozy. Even their biological mother, a dog named Clyde, might have felt a touch of jealousy, but the result was a beautiful display of cross-species nurturing. Sometimes friendship simply means offering comfort when someone needs it most. Number 6. Surya the orangutan and Roscoe the blue tick hound. Orangutans are famously gentle and maternal, but Surya's story takes that kindness to a new level. Living at an institute for rare animals, Surya encountered a stray dog named Roscoe. Despite their vastly different worlds, one a jungle native, the other a homeless canine, they instantly connected. Roscoe found warmth and safety in Surya's presence, while the orangutan seemed delighted to have a companion. They played, cuddled, and shared quiet moments together, each filling a void in the other's life. Their friendship shows that compassion can bridge even the widest gaps between species. Number 5. Anjana the chimpanzee and orphaned tiger cubs. Meet Anjana, a chimpanzee with an extraordinary heart. After spending time with a human caregiver named China York, who specializes in raising exotic animals, Anjana began to imitate her nurturing skills. When 2 white tiger cubs were separated from their mother during a hurricane, Anjana stepped in to care for them. She cuddled the fragile cubs, bottle-fed them milk, and provided the affection they desperately needed. This wasn't a one-time act. Anjana had also cared for lion and puma cubs before. Her story shows that empathy can be learned and shared, and that motherly love knows no bounds. Number 4, Cassia the cheetah and Mitani, the Labrador. At Busch Gardens, a recurring hotspot for surprising bonds, Cassia the cheetah and Mitani the Labrador grew up side by side. As youngsters, they played, cuddled, and explored together, forming a deep connection. Cheetahs are famously fast and independent, but their early upbringing gave Cassie a gentle, trusting side. As they grew older, Cassie began spending more time with other cheetahs, while Mitani remained her lifelong friend from afar. Though they drifted slightly, the two still reunite for playdates and public appearances, showing off a friendship that started in childhood and never truly faded. Number 3, Milo the dog and Bone Digger the lion. Friendship sometimes requires bravery, and no story shows that better than Milo and Bone Digger. Bone Digger, a lion, was born with a metabolic bone disease that left him partially disabled. Most animals, and even many humans, would hesitate to approach such a powerful predator. But Milo, a small dachshund, did not. Sensing Bone Digger's vulnerability, Milo stepped in as a loyal companion and caretaker. Over the years, the pair developed an unshakable bond. Even as Bone Digger grew to be more than 40 times Milo's size, the lion remained gentle with his tiny friend. Their story is a moving example of courage, empathy, and loyalty. Number 2, Osiris the dog and Riff Rat. Sometimes friendship comes in the smallest package. Osiris, a Dutch shepherd known for helping foster animals, met Riff Rat when the baby rodent was only 4 weeks old. Most people wouldn't think of a rat as an ideal pet companion, but Osiris seemed to know this one was special. The two became inseparable. Riff would climb onto Osiris, snuggle, and even clean his ears and mouth. Despite his size and natural instincts, Osiris never harmed his tiny friend. Their adventures became so popular that they even have their own Instagram following. Proof that love can exist in the most unexpected places. Number 1, Baloo the bear, Leo the lion, and Shere Khan the tiger. If this story sounds like a scene from the Jungle Book, you're not far off. At Noah's Ark Animal Sanctuary in the US, 3 animals, a bear named Baloo, a lion named Leo, and a tiger named Shere Khan, became lifelong companions. Their bond formed under heartbreaking circumstances. All 3 were rescued as cubs from a drug lord who kept them in abusive conditions. Baloo's harness had grown painfully into his skin, while the others were malnourished and neglected. At the sanctuary, the trio healed together and became a family. Instead of reverting to their natural instincts as competitors or predators, they chose friendship, proving that shared struggle can create the deepest bonds. Wow, weren't those some of the most heartwarming and unexpected animal friendships you've ever seen? From elephants and Labradors to lions and tiny dogs, these stories remind us that love and loyalty truly know no boundaries. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep believing in the power of unexpected friendships.